Продовжуємо роботу в Україні.
We continue our working day at Ukraine Crisis Media Center, and now the floor is given to Colonel Oleksandr Motuzyanyk, Ministry of Defense of Ukraine spokesperson on ATO-related issues. Welcome. Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to start today's briefing with the good news. During the last 24 hours in the anti-terror operation zone, no Ukrainian serviceman was killed or wounded. Illegal armed groups significantly decreased the number of firing provocations. At the same time, they continue to deliver sporadic shellings at the positions of the armed forces of Ukraine, sometimes with the use of weapons that are prohibited by the Minsk agreements. Now, information in more detail. The Lugansk sector, after 9 p.m., the enemy delivered one short-term shelling of the position of the armed forces of Ukraine near Stanitsa Luganska, and the enemy used small arms. For the rest of the day, there was exemplary adherence to ceasefire. In Donetsk sector, at about 7 p.m., one mortar shelling delivered by Russian occupation forces was recorded near our positions near Pavlopil, and the enemy launched 5 mortar mines of 120 mm of caliber, taking into account that these sporadic shellings were qualified as provocative ones and didn't pose a threat to lives of servicemen. Ukrainian units this time didn't return fire. And on the whole, during the last 24 hours, Russian occupation forces delivered 2 shellings of the positions of the armed forces of Ukraine along the line of confrontation. According to information provided by main intelligence department of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine, the enemy tries to use ceasefire regime for preparation to further combat actions. And in order to hold local residents under the influence of Russian information and propaganda, the enemy implements measures to create artificial tension among the residents of occupied Donbass. On the 22nd, 25th of December this year, command of Russian occupation forces carried out work with heads of so-called local self-governance to draw up an inventory of bomb shelters and equip them with necessary means in case of offensive of the armed forces of Ukraine. And to intimidate local population, they spread addresses to the house owners who, in case of actions, should provide free access to their houses' cellars. And in the region of anti-terror operation, in one of the units of the armed forces of Ukraine, they continue to improve their battle skills, and they had training for air assault and artillery units. And the officers of air assault forces held practical training for machine gunners, grenade launcher guys, snipers, crews of cannons, mortars, anti-tank guided missile complexes, and other type of weaponry. Also, they rehearsed practical actions and gun control. In course of the training, the International Committee of Red Cross representatives informed the paratroopers about the activity of humanitarian organizations in the combat area. And also in one of the firing grounds, there was firing exercises with the use of small arms, and they took into account the experience of ATO, and this training provides opportunity to Ukrainian servicemen to bring their skills to the top level and to act accordingly in any battle situation. Do you have questions? If there are no, thank you.